When it comes to the Super Bowl, bless you, when it comes to the Super Bowl, there's an official everything. The official this, the official that, right?
Yep.
And you have to be licensed by the NFL to become that official this or official that. Did you know the Super Bowl had a smell?
I did not know the Super Bowl had a smell. I'm curious what it smells like.
And I've been looking forward to talking to this guy. Jim Reding is the CEO of Aroma Retail. What do you smell like, Jim? What do you smell like right now?
I bet you he smells good.
What I smell like right now, I'm post coffee but pre-shower because it's 6:30 here in Las Vegas. So I think I smell pretty good.
All right, tell people what Aroma Retail is.
Aroma Retail is a primarily e-commerce company, aromaretail.com, basically born out of the demand for anybody to be able to get the pure-grade fragrance oils and scents that are used by world-class resorts. Previous to my wife launching aromaretail.com in 2017, over the years I developed the custom scents that just about all the resorts here in Las Vegas use, but also Hyatt, Hilton, Marriott, and a few chains like that. If you go to aromaretail.com, you can check out what the resort scents are, or obviously the super scent that we just developed. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about it on this show. Or you can take a fragrance test and get a signature scent just for you.
Well, I like
and Jane,
that.
there's a science to this.
Well, yeah, that's there is a science to it. So I'm curious, if you're developing these scents for these people, obviously I need to come and smell and see if I like it. But do you just have a really great nose?
I think so, but I think the secret to, just being able to develop the perfect scent for somebody is not to overcomplicate it, because we're all very familiar with what stuff smells like, and then you start putting different notes together, and just like in music, it starts developing harmonies, and there's a lot of experimentation, and I don't know, it just eventually hits, and that's the fragrance. But, we also look at things like when we're developing a scent for a resort, just as an example, we look at the brand, target demographic, what kind of attitude they want to have. I think a good example is like Mandalay Bay here in Las Vegas. Years ago when we were developing their scent, they wanted it to be coconut, but they wanted a coconut with attitude. And so we just started spicing it up, So
I like it.
Sounds like Travis Kelce. He's a coconut with attitude.
That's right.
That's brilliant. Exactly.
Yeah.
I just took the test. I'm a Mandarin Zest.
I've thought that about you for a long time.
Yeah.
You are a Mandarin Zest. You guys actually sell a travel scent diffuser. Now, you can go, well, can't I just go to Walgreens and peel off the thing and stick it on the window? Yeah, sure. You can also hang a Christmas tree from your mirror, but there's no science to it. This is a travel scent diffuser, and you can help determine what scents appeal to you most. And there you are in your own little space in your car. And these hotels that you're talking about, Jim, that are clients, they have scents they've asked you to devise and design, I assume, for various purposes throughout the resort.
Yes. The most, contrary to popular belief, the most common purpose of the fragrances are to finish the design of the space. But there are notes that help us feel more optimistic and raise our cognition. Simply put, those are primarily mint and citrus varieties that just, make us more happy. So we do happy things.
Are pheromones real, or is that a myth?
Pheromones are very real, as pheromones.
But that's technically not a scent, right?
It's not really a scent.
Exactly. Scent has to be associated with something. So, like when we think about a scent that makes us horny or whatever.
That's a popular one.
Okay, great. Yeah. And so we might get horny when we smell things like a perfume that we associate with a beautiful woman, or a perfume that we associate with masculinity and musk.
Right.
And it's that association happening in our brain that turns into the emotion.
Well, it's interesting because it does create emotion. I was really crabby once. I was in the gym, and all of a sudden I smelled the smell, and I became so happy, and it was cherry blossoms. And I thought to myself, well,
Nice.
I need to be smelling that all the time because it really just flipped my mood all the way around. So I think there is something to the smell and how you're feeling. But I'm super interested in this Super Bowl smell. Because
this is Jim Reding again from Aroma Retail, and you're in Vegas.
That is correct.
All right, so what's the Super Bowl smell like? Sweat? Nasty?
Yeah.
What does it smell like?
Locker room?
A little bit. We actually put it out to the public. We did a co-op with a couple of media companies here in Vegas, and we got a lot of votes, mainly from the locals, some visitors in town, and basically just had them select from a menu of notes in the different categories of top, mid, and base notes. So we wound up with, of course, fresh cut grass. That's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Football leather, of course.
Oh, sure.
Got some sandalwood and cedar wood just to level it out. Also, a good amount of musk, because we're getting musky down there.
Yeah.
Sure.
We need some mud and blood, you
Yeah.
know.
With just a skosh of Tony Romo and a pinch of Jim Nance.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Exactly. They were tough to distill. But and then we wound up with sparkling champagne. That's
For the
one
winter.
that surprised me most because I put champagne against beer, and huge majority selected champagne.
But it's the ultimate championship,
That's right.
And what do you do when you
Absolutely.
celebrate the ultimate championship? You blow it on champagne.
How do we get the smell, though? Can I get it?
How do you get the super scent?
Well, you go on my website and buy it. You go to aromaretail.com. You'll see it's on the homepage for now, but you can also just search Super Scent or look it up in the fragrances.
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend it. I love it. That champagne note, I use natural ozonics to make the bubbles kind of pop in your nose. And so it's got this amazing freshness to it, but yet it's also that leather and grass and especially the cedar wood. It just makes a very well-rounded, but still surprisingly kind of fresh and clean.
I'm sold. I love it.
Yeah, it is good. Now, I'm looking at aromaretail.com now. I don't see the scent jump out at me right away. So check with your web people. Make sure that's up there because we want to send people there to buy it.
I see the scent, but I don't see how we can buy it.
Scroll down to the latest blog entries.
Yes,
on the
I
left.
see it. Yes.
You know what? I should put it up top, though. You're right.
Yeah, put it up
See,
on
we're
top.
just
What do
helping you out.
You're just trying to make everything smell good.
Yeah.
We're trying to make you money, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do it.
All right.
I don't know how to do it though. I gotta wait till 9 o'clock.
Right. You gotta have the
Call your
14
guy.
the 14-year-old kids got to come over and fix this.
Exactly.
So-
I'm too old for this.
Jim, I salute you and your schnoz, and obviously your wife, the talent of the family.
That's right.
aromaretail.com. Check it out. And sometimes, Jim, I'll tell you the full story, but at one point at Paisley Park back in the day, Prince himself walked me through his private residence, and there were some like Petri dishes, and he goes, "That's where I make my scents." He crafted his own fragrances
nice.
that he would wear. It would have been Jim's heaven.
Absolutely would have. Fantastic.
Yeah, right? Right. He's imagining
Well,
it
you
now.
know, one of the we
He's
also
smelling.
have one of the first colognes ever made. It's called Farina, and Farina was developed in the late 1700s in Cologne, Germany, which is why we call it cologne to this day.
Okay.
And Napoleon used to bathe in it. We have it. I love it because it leads with bergamot and it's unisex. Because, perfume and cologne didn't become male or female until the 1930s when Chanel No. 5 came out.
They wanted to make more money, so they split it up.
I'm just glad to hear that the German cologne, the first cologne, wasn't pushy and humorless. So good for you. Good for you.
That's hilarious.
Thank you, Jim, man.
Thanks,
I appreciate
Jim.
it. Aroma Retail.
I love it.
.com.